Friends, how are you? I hope that everybody is fine and hale and healthy. Actually, I just wanted to discuss and in discuss with you people a few things about foreign education, study at abroad, and what are the basic things we need to look after before proceeding for processing or before proceeding for studying at abroad of our children or you people, the students maybe. So let's talk about that. Actually, why I'm talking about on this subject? Am I capable of talking on this subject? The reason is that my two children are studying in Canada. My son completed his MS and right now he's on work visa for 3 years and he's working over there in Toronto. And my daughter, she has completed her first year MS. Now she has entered the second year MS in Waterloo University. That's why I feel that I have few points. I noticed a few things which are helpful for you people, those who want to go and study in abroad, or for the parents who want to send their children for higher studies in abroad. So I think I can talk on this subject. My son went to Canada in 2017. His MS started in fall, that is from September 2017 onwards. Before that, 2 years prior to his taking his flight, he's flying off to Canada. From 2015 onwards, we did a lot of research. Me and my son visited lot of consultancies in Hyderabad because we are staying in Hyderabad. I can talk about Hyderabad only. We have visited n number of consultancies, starting from Dilshuk Nagar, Tarnaka, Habsiguda, University area, Amirpet, Begumpet. There are so many places, even up to High-Tech City also. We have visited n number of consultancies, small, big, irrespective of that. We have visited n number of consultancies. Around 3 educational fairs also we have attended in Taj Banjara, one in Taj Banjara, one in Pune, and I think one in Delhi also. We have visited the educational fairs. So why I'm talking about all these things is actually whenever you want to study in abroad, what is the mode of applying and how you can get admission and how you can go to that particular country is only through consultancies. I don't know directly, I have not seen, because whenever you apply they will ask you about they have some consultancy code or something like that. So for my daughter, we have tried to apply directly online through the particular institute portal, but we couldn't upgrade the documents because that has to be upgraded or uploaded through consultancy only. So any of the consultancies you have to do through consultancy only. That is the first important point. So I request all the parents, all the students, not to confine yourself to only one particular consultancy. Don't jump into conclusions by seeing the atmosphere, by the ambience of the consultancy. There are a few big consultancies like IDP, Edelweiss. They are very big and they are very posh. It doesn't mean that small consultancies where only 2-room setup or 3-room setup is there, they can't do or they can't get admission for you. It's not like that. So ambience doesn't make any difference for your admissions. First, you have to keep in mind. The second thing is that whatever the consultancy says, that it is not necessary that it is right. So you should always have a fallback plan. That's why you should visit as many consultancies as possible to get a common, to make yourself on a common platform. Like somebody says something, and the other thing, important thing is that all the consultancies, every consultancy will have few universities in tie-up. So when they say that no problem, you can I'll make sure that you will get admission in that particular university, it means that they have a tie-up. And the important thing is that for each and every admission, consultancy will get the payment, will get money for each and every seat they book through the consultancy, they will get the money. That's why never ever think that they are doing a free service. It is in their interest only they are talking to you. So always keep this in mind. Okay, I think I am clear till up to this. The basic document for any kind of admissions, once you want to move away from your own country, parent country, means the basic document is your passport. So first and foremost thing you have to do is getting ready your passport. You have to have your passport in your hand. In this session, in this video, I want to make till this. Let's continue in the next video how to approach the consultancies, how to see, how to conclude to which country, to which course you are supposed to, you have to finalize your admissions. So let's continue in the second episode. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to get this same kind of information. Thank you very much.